Hi guys, welcome in. Glad to have you today. If you're new, welcome. I'm Jelly. I hope to earn your subscription today and also a like from everybody. Helps run up my algorithm. So today is something a little different, something that we can literally all do. It's a simple little craft. We're going to take some sticks and a rock and some moss and some hot glue and some cotton and some lights. And we're going to put all of it together to make a cute little scene. So, if nobody has told you today that you are awesome, let me remind you that you are awesome and amazing. So, my amazing critters, let's go over here and check out what we got on the desk for the day. Okay, my beautiful critters, this is what I have. So I have a flat stone here that I'm going to be used. This is actually an agate stone. And I have a couple of the thick glue sticks. I have some moss. I found this lovely stick here. And it's going to help to be able to hold the cotton at the top. Then I have an extra little stick that I'm going to be using for the ladder. We're going to make a ladder and using hemp rope. And then I found this small pine cone that we're also going to be placing up here. Okay, and then these are the lights I have. These are the USB plug-in kind. And I have pre-fluffed out a piece of cotton that I'm going to run these lights through here so that when it's on the tree, it'll shine down. And we'll just run this cord down the back of what's going to be our cloud tree. Okay, so let's get started putting everything together. Okay, I'm also going to be taking those in a future project to make. I'm going to grab some beautiful mimosa sticks from the yard, and we're going to be making curtain rods out of those. And I'm going to hang up some blackout curtains in my bedroom. Okay, so now I am using Surebonder. It's a dual temperature. I've got it on the lowest setting just because this doesn't need to be super hot. Let's see here. The placement of the tree is important. And you don't have to worry about the glue just because you're going to cover that up with the moss. But you want to make sure that your tree stays well in the spot that you choose. Okay, so the placement, and what I've done is I've grabbed a lid to set the stone on top of so that I'm able to move it as needed, because with it being so flat on the flat surface, I may need to move it for something. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put some moss down. All that dust from that moss. And this part you can do freely. whatever your heart chooses to do. I'm going to make what looks like a small path going to the tree, and that's because we are going to be making a ladder. Okay, so now let's make the ladder. Alright, so we're going to pick a spot up here in the tree. Let's see if I can get you so you can see a little better. So we're going to pick a spot in our tree. And then we're going to do the stick. So just this stick here. So this is halfway. I'm going to pick this up and slip that under there just to give us an idea how thick we want our ladder to be. And we'll do as many as we can until the stick runs out. So you basically just want them all the same size. And we'll probably just do 5 on this one. We may have enough to do 6. Let me see. It jumped. Yep, we have just enough to be able to do 6 steps. So now it's just as simple as putting a little glue on each end and gluing it right to our rope, like so. Just that simple. See, I told you this was going to be a very simple project. Very relaxing. And most of this stuff you can find right in your own yard. Not necessarily find the stone, but whenever you're out and about, you never know what you might run into. Finding yourself a flat stone somewhere. And this is the last one of these. And we'll sit there and let that dry for a moment. I have decided to put this pine cone back here to the back, left. Now before we start with the cloud, I want to go ahead and put our ladder up. let's work on the cloud. Okay, let's see. Because we're going to need this to come down the back. Let's put these lights inside the cloud. We're just going to tuck them in there and hide them away. Spread them out just a bit. And flip it upside down. And then we're just simply going to put this on the top of the tree. And we're going to hide this to go down the back of the tree. So that when we go to plug it in, you're not going to be able to see that. And once we have done that, you can see how our tree is beginning to take shape. And then we will plug it in. And then you guys tell me what you think. I appreciate you all. I really hope to earn your subscription today. Remember 2 things. Jelly loves you, and so does Jesus. See you on the next one.